Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Bergeron. I'm the Director of Operations at Plan Medigap. And if you are watching this video, then more than likely you are one of our clients at Plan Medigap and probably have what's called a Medicare supplement with us. I wanted to make a quick video to discuss the upcoming period, which is really important, called the Annual Enrollment Period. There is a lot of confusion centered around this time period, so we wanted to send this email out to you and include this video to see if it could clear up any confusion as to what, if anything, may need to change. If you have any questions about any of this, please dial that number on the screen. I do have agents here. I've got a great team of folks that would be more than willing to assist you. Okay, so let's jump right in. I think the easiest way to explain the annual enrollment period is to do it based on what you currently have now. Okay, so let's look at the screen here. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, which more than likely most of you do not, okay, but I want to address it anyways because it'll be great for you to learn the differences. Remember, a Medicare Advantage plan, it's like an HMO or a PPO. It's a managed care plan. And these are very, very different than a Medicare supplement. Advantage plans have lockout periods. So most of the year, you cannot make any changes to a Medicare Advantage plan. So when you move into the annual enrollment period, then this is when you can actually tweak your Advantage plans, the entire purpose of this period. Okay, so again, most of you do not have this plan, but this is actually the time period for those folks to cancel, tweak, um, totally change their Advantage plan. Okay, move from a PPO to an HMO. They can do all that right now. Okay, so those are for Advantage plans. The other product that this enrollment period is actually about is your prescription drug plan. Now, most of you watching this video do have a drug plan. We call it a PDP. Okay, so this is another product that is locked out during the year, meaning you can't touch it, you can't change it. And when we move into this time period, now you can make changes, and generally you should. Okay, this is a product that's a little bit volatile. There's lots of changes from year to year, and the drug plan is something that we help you with. Okay, so when we move into October 15th, we can now tweak that drug plan based on 2026 data. So we'll have all the new data for 2026. We can analyze your medications and make changes for next year. We have until December 7th to do that. It's really important. So the annual enrollment period, it's really designed for these two products only: Medicare Advantage plans and RX plans, or PDP. Okay, we also call that Part D for drugs. So this is really what's most important when you move into the annual enrollment period. Okay. Now, a lot of folks think that this time period is when you must change your Medicare supplement. Okay, Medicare supplement like a Plan G, a Plan N, a Plan F. Okay, these are supplement plans, totally different than the Advantage plan up above. So we get calls all the time, and trust me, there's a ton of confusion on this. Most people don't really understand how this time period works, and that's okay. That's why we're here. That's why we exist. Medicare supplement plans don't really apply to this time period. Okay. For starters, a supplement can be changed anytime during the year. Anytime. Okay. Now, you must be able to qualify medically if you want to make that change. There's a few states where that doesn't apply, but for most of you, if you want to change your Plan G, and really the only reason you would do that generally is to save money. You can do it anytime during the year, but you must be healthy enough to do it. Okay, so people call us and they say, Tim, it's the annual enrollment period. I want to change my supplement. and I say, oh, well, we could have done that last month or any time, uh, the annual enrollment period is not really about your Medicare supplement. Okay. Benefits do not change from year to year. They are rock solid. Your premium, yes, that's going to continue to creep up. And again, that's why we would normally try to change your supplement, is to get your premium back down. Okay. So, quick summary, the annual enrollment period is about Advantage plans and drug plans. Okay. It's not really about your supplement. Can we change your supplement right now? Of course. Of course we can. But I just want you to understand there is not a window of time that you must change your supplement in. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Um, a couple of important points for this time period. AEP is a crazy, crazy time period for seniors. It can be a frustrating time period for you. Your phone is getting blown up. You're getting emails. You're getting sent mailers, and it's all trying to cast doubt about your current plan, confuse you, scare you. Okay, this is what a lot of these call centers are trying to do. Okay, and most of these advertisements are for the Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, they're advertising dental, vision, hearing, grocery cards, you name it, and they'll advertise on these mailers that they send you. Okay, so just understand a lot of these things that you're going to get in the mail. They're if it seems too good to be true, it typically is. A lot of the plans are meant for Medicaid folks, meaning you would never qualify for the benefits that you're looking at. So it's a crazy time, and just understand that if you have questions about something you're seeing, please give us a call. Remember, we're licensed to do all of these plans. Okay, we can help you with Advantage plans, we can help you with drug plans, we can help you with supplements. They are very, very different. They work very, very differently. So you need to understand the impact of moving from a supplement to an Advantage plan. There are impacts that you must consider. It can affect your insurance long term should you make that change. But that's why we're here. Give us a shout. We'd be happy to assist you. Another important note, if you are on a SilverScript drug plan, okay, SilverScript, they're in association with CVS and Aetna. I want you to call us. Okay, those plans are going up what I would call drastically, and more than likely, we need to get you off that plan and get you into a different prescription plan. Okay, so again, that's SilverScript. SilverScript, check your ID card. It'll say SilverScript right on the front. For Advantage plans and drug plans, they will be sending you an annual notice of change. We call that the ANOC, Annual Notice of Change. This is a document that's going to outline all of the changes for next year. Okay, they're going to compare 2025 to 2026. So is the premium going up? What are the deductibles doing? What tier level is my drug on? They're going to go through all of that. It is really important if you're on one of those two plans, okay, which most of you are on a drug plan, it's really important that you review your annual notice of change, because that's the only way you're going to know what your plan is doing for next year. Okay, again, if you're unsure about that, please give us a shout. In the email, I did address rate increases. We've had rate increases on Medicare supplements. Okay, we just have. They've been challenging for folks. I've probably talked to 30 to 40 clients in the last couple of weeks. And a lot of folks are thinking this must be just my insurance company, or this is just happening to me. I can assure you it is across the board. There's not a single insurance company that we work with that has been able to run from the inflation within the healthcare sector. All of the Medicare supplements are having to adjust based on the higher cost. and that does lead to rate increases. Um, and so, it's one of the hardest parts of my job is trying to find a company that's going to conservatively raise your rate. We all understand that rate increases are part of a Medicare supplement plan, but it doesn't make it any easier, and I understand that. So, what can we do? Well, we can try to change you to something cheaper. Okay, we can try. There are a handful of companies out there that are competitive, but just understand that whatever company we try to move you to, that company will also give you an increase. Okay, doesn't mean we can't do it, but just know that's the nature of a Medicare supplement. Okay, so I encourage you to try to protect your supplement as long as you can, as long as you can. If you are in a situation where you just feel like I cannot afford this anymore, please call me. We'll talk about your options. It is a very, very important decision. Okay. As always, if any of you have questions, that is why we are here. Okay. Remember, if you do nothing this time of year, generally your coverage is just going to roll over. Okay. Sometimes plans are removed from the market. They would let you know if that's happening. Okay. Um, but do not be fearful this time of year. Do not make a rash decision. Please give us a call and we will help you with whatever you need. Okay. Hope you guys have a great holiday season and God bless.